Okay, so we are going to graph some functions. In this one, we're looking at a form y equals ax squared. So this is the form we're looking at. So a function in this form, y equals ax squared, has a vertex at 0, 0. So remembering that little bit of information helps so much, because now I don't have to go through and find the vertex. I know right away that my vertex is 0, 0, and I can center my points around it. I don't even have to do this one because I already know that my vertex is going to go 0, 0. So now I can go -1, -2, 1 and 2, and then I can start filling the rest of this in. So my function is -2x squared, so it's going to be -2 times what number we're choosing there. And we always have to choose 5 points, and Alex will tell you that repeatedly. You need 1 point with x equals 0, 2 points with a negative x values, and 2 points with positive x values. So what they're doing is they're forcing you to choose 2 points on either side of the vertex and the vertex. It needs all 5 points in order to graph this correctly. So just make sure you're paying attention there to those directions, because they're there each time. Sorry, talking and writing at the same time. Okay, so I filled those in just to hopefully not have to go through and change the color so many times. So I'm going to fill in the X here for each one so I can stop changing back and forth between pink and blue. So now make sure that you follow order of operations. So this -2 has to wait because I have to do -2 squared first. So -2 times -2 is 4. Now I can do 4 times -2, which is -8. So now I have -2, -8, and I can go over here and go -2, -8. I'm going to put a point there. And then here, I'm going to go -2 times -1 squared is 1. So I'm going to have -2. So if I have -1, then I have -2. And then I have same thing here, -2 times 1 squared is 1, -2. And you should start to see this mirroring happening over the vertex. We want to see that. That means that we're making this nice U shape that we're supposed to be making. So then this one we have -2, 2 squared is 4, so it's going to be the exact same as that first one, so we can see that mirroring happening. So I have 2, 8, and I don't think I have a nice shape like that, so I'm going to do the best I can here and try to make a U shape. I did not line that up very nicely. A little bit harder to do with my drawing pad, but yay, okay, I did it. So when you do this on Alex, there's going to be a little toolbox off to the side, and you just have to click the tool for it to snap the grid for you. Once you have the 5 points in place, it will do this for you. You won't have to worry about drawing that nice U shape for the parabola. All right, so we're going to do one more of these. We have an addition to this one. So with this one, we have, and I'll go back to pink here, so a function, still a function, but now it's in the form of y equals ax squared plus c. Now we've added, there's this plus c on the end. So now we're not having a vertex at 0, 0, we're having a vertex at 0, c. So we have to make sure we're looking at the equation and going, okay, well, what is that c? It's 6. So my vertex is going to be 0, 6. So I still don't have to do that middle part, and I still know where my vertex is. It's going to be 0, and I'm going to go up to 6. So it's just going to be a little higher. It's not at 0, 0 anymore. So you just want to make sure you're paying attention to those little pieces there, because they make a big difference in what we're deciding to do and where we're centering the graph around. All right, so with this one I have -x squared plus 6, and I'm putting this in parentheses because the negative is not included with the x. The negative is in front of the x. So you want to be, again, careful with that piece so that it gets applied correctly. Because if you type the negative in when you're squaring the x, it's actually going to disappear because negative times the negative is positive. So we don't want that to happen because that'll change the graph. So again, I'm just filling this in so that I can have a little less back and forth with the colors. So I plugged in -2 here, so -2 squared, that's going to give me, there's still a negative here, so I'm going to bring the negative over, and in the parentheses I'm going to have 4 plus 6. So really it's -4, the negative now goes to the 4, so it's 6 minus 4 is 2. So -2, I have 2. All right, so now I have negative from out front, and then -1 squared is 1 plus 6. So -1 plus 6, that's 5. So 1 and 5. And now I should see that mirroring. I know right away this should be 5. And this bottom one should be 2. If I don't get those same numbers, something is wrong. I need to go back and check my math. So let's make sure. Let's see what we get. So we get negative 1 squared is 1 plus 6. Well, negative 1 plus 6 is 5. And then we get negative 4, because 2 squared is 4, plus 6. Well, negative 4 plus 6 is 2. So that worked out just fine. So now I have 1 and 5 and 2 and 2. So I have a parabola again, just like the last one. It just kind of scooched up a little bit, something along those lines. All right, so that is graphing functions and the two basic forms there. I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next video.